Hey everyone, it's Joe and Irfan here from the Automator. And the other day I was on a call with Joey, a friend of mine, and we both use this transcriber tool a lot. And we came up with some interesting things to add to it. And one of the things was actually it's really cool if you use our triggers. It made it really easy. So there's hotkeys, like if you go under preferences, we can see this is where you assign hotkeys, and this lets users choose a hotkey that they want to. You can go to your system tray also. And like if you can't remember it, you can pull up your system tray and see them. But I said, well, why don't we make it really easy and just push that into a tooltip? Now, Irfan, why don't you show real quickly how easy that was to add because we're using our class and it's an object and
Okay,
you're
so I have to call a mouse over, and then here I got the HWND of all the controls, and then I'm just using a case statement. So whenever that control I'm hovering over, so I just call this trigger class to get trigger. So it is just giving me the hotkey, actual hotkey, which is not encoded version like for control shift we have like this symbol. So trigger class get translate all these stuff to make it hotkey that is like readable to
user
user.
friendly. Yeah.
Yeah, user friendly. And and when you change it, I don't have to change the code and mention any other stuff. It's taking care of updating in the preferences and then the tray menu, and I'm just calling one function from the trigger class here. And it was just for me no time. I just have to define this mouse over method, and then I'm calling this event, and then in that
And that's
event.
one of the big benefits when you're working with object-oriented programming, and you have objects. It makes things so much easier to do.
Mhm.
So let's also real quickly mention some of the other stuff. So go ahead and drag a video. Now we already transcribed this video, so it's going to look like it's faster than it is. So when we drag it in here, it first converts, it takes the video, rips out the audio from it, and then sends the audio up to get transcribed. Then it takes the transcription and sends it off to get, if you have them checked, the titles, summary, and tags, right? But we made some interesting changes to this. So under prompts now, by the way, there's two new areas. So there's the
Backlinks.
backlinks is one which gets inserted. So I was talking to Joey about it, like in the summary, after the intro summary, which it's going to be about that video, you probably want to have a little bit of text that you have in every one of your videos. And why do we have to manually go push that in? So this allows us, if you leave it blank, it's just blank and it wouldn't go in here. But if you put something in that little space under the backlinks, that'll get shoved into your between your summary and key points now, which is really cool. The second one, which was talking to Joey, he wanted to have the tags, but a different version of them. So to have the tags replace, so go ahead and show the tags. Um, so these are the tags, but if you see right above it, he wanted the tags, but like in a hashed version. So you remove the commas, so, and then you remove any spaces between the words. And so if you look at it, it's the same text. It's just a version. This now gets appended to the end of your summary because that goes into your description of your video on YouTube because a lot of people like that'll help index your videos and group them together and stuff. So I thought that was a smart little thing to do. So we made that so that's automatic now. And again, you can check or uncheck any one of these things, and it will automatically go get those for you. Oh, and then show real quickly, just because we might as well, hit the hotkey to show the titles. So the titles, we generate 10 titles. So you get to pick and choose between whatever 10 it generates looking at the transcription. It'll generate now again, you get to provide the prompt on how you want it to build those summaries or the titles. But this makes it really easy to go, and sometimes you still might tweak it from there, right? But I use these a lot to just make it very simple to generate a title. So we have individual prompts for the titles, the summary, and the tags, I think. Yeah, so each one of those you can change. The image URLs, by the way, also put that move over the button so we can show Yeah, so now we have a tooltip here, which helps explain it because some people weren't really understanding what it is. You put URLs to, like what I do is I have a project where I have my thumbnail, structure set up in like ChatGPT. And in that project, I have examples, I have my brand colors, I have what I want it to do. And this is just a URL that you would list. You can list one or multiple, and when you click it, it's going to go run those and open them in a browser. That way, when you generate the video, and then you can just simply hit your hotkey to dump in your summary or your transcript and drag it in there, and have use that to help generate the thumbnail for that video. But we didn't want it bound to any given AI tool. So it's just very elastic in that you can use it how you want to, right? It's just basically it's a bookmark, a glorified bookmark. But just go build your thumbnail AI, project is what I would do somewhere, and then grab that URL and come back and put it into this list, and then you can just very easily open it, and then you have your hotkeys to get either the summary, which usually works fine, and the title, and use that. That's what I use to build the thumbnail. It's just the summary and the titles, and then that will help generate my thumbnail to make it saves me a crazy amount of time. All right, like the video if you learned something here. It really helps us out. Have a great day. Cheers.